Okay, good morning. How are you today, Pink?
Great ค่ะ
Okay, very nice. Do you have any particular questions for me before other students come?
No, I'm just checking up my work. I feel like last time that I consulted you.
All right. Okay, do you want to share what you have right now or later?
I, I can share right now.
All right. Okay. Before you share the screen, please let me um, inform you about what is the expectations for the group to do during the week that we have until the deadline. Okay, so now we are in the step 2 of the project 3 that require you to make a poster that reflects the learning that the lesson learned that you got from doing the project 1 and 2. And I would like you to know that if you have complete and you want to submit, you can click this link. Okay, it is in the week 15. Okay, and this is the link to the discussion forum, and you have to click make a post and then send the link to your poster. So it means that you may need to um, upload your poster onto your Google Drive and share me the link to your Google Drive. And do not forget to allow me to get into that folder, because many times students forgot to allow me to get into their folder. So you have to check allow everyone with link, allow everyone with links to access to your file, to your files. Okay, is that okay with you, Ping?
โอเคค่ะ
Okay, it's clear. And the deadline is the 26th of April. So you have got about 10 days to complete. Do not be panic. And moreover, I also would like the group member to evaluate how their peers perform during the completion of project 1 and 2. And also the deadline for peer evaluation is by 26 April 2024. And I will be sending you the link, individual link to each of you through line, your personal line, not a line group. So it means that we will need you to make sure that the line name and the line ID is correct in our data, so that I can directly send the link to the evaluation form directly to you. And those forms will be distinct, which means no form will be the same, because it is it is designed for very individual. And I will show you later how it looks. But now I would like you to know that in the form, basically, there are 4 criteria for you to assess yourself and also your teammate. The first criteria is about the responsibility, which means the amount of responsibilities, the tasks that he or she took when compared to others. And the quality of work, which means the quality or the value of the result he or she achieved for the project. So it might be the case that that team member hold quite a lot of tasks, but the quality of the work is not very good. So this kind of two different aspects of the work will be differently evaluated. And some people might responsible for a very particular amount or small amount of work, but their work has really contributed to the success of the group. So these two aspects get evaluated distinctively, differently. And this is more to the personal aspect of that person. Do you think that your team member has got a knowledge to perform the task or not? This is the knowledge. And moreover, how much the knowledge that he or she has been applied to the group into practice, and does or actually did he or she guide others to perform things in a better way or not? This is the knowledge aspect of the evaluation. And the behavior, which is very important for being a human. So is he or she have got honesty, punctual, or does he or she has twin spirit, devotions, and also human skill and integrity? So this kind of thing will be evaluated as well. And I also would like to let you know that this evaluation will be part of the score for group projects. So and it will be given individually. For example, if the group get maybe an A for this course, but the evaluation from their peers, from his or her peers, is obviously not in favor of him or her. So it might be the case that he or she might get lower than an A grade. I would like to make sure that there is no free rider in this course, or as less as possible, as fewer as possible. Okay, and you might not have a chance to work with all teammates closely. So it is not fair for you and for him or her to evaluate as well. So you are allowed to not evaluate that person, but you cannot say that you cannot evaluate that person for more than 2 people in your group. Otherwise, it will be very likely that the student will just evaluate no one, because it is easier for him or her to do. So I don't want that case to happen. So I limit the amount of the number of people that you don't work with to maximum of 2 people. Right. And the definition of the score, if that person has got no responsibility at all, for example, you can just score him or her at 0. But if he or she is very, very, very responsible for all the tasks, and you would like to say he or she is perfect person, so you score him or her at 10. But to prevent the case that you just keep giving people 10 out of 10 all the time, so I have got this kind of rule as well. No teammate can get 10 scores more than 2 times unless you can provide additional explanation. Make sure you can provide explicit proof to support the score when the lecturer asks for it. This is to make sure that you will just provide people who are is kind of good. The score 10, the score 7, 8, or 9. So the score can be varied, not all the time 10, 10, 10, and 10. So the score will be 8, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, like this. So I can see the differences in different people. But if you really want that person to get a perfect score, you can do that. But that person should not get 10 perfect score more than 2 times. So basically, don't give score 10. At
Okay.
least, okay, is that easy to understand?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and at least 10 comments. I would like to read comments. I would like you to write at least 10 comments for your teammates. This is in the whole questionnaire that I asked you. And in part 1 of the questionnaire, it is about the self-evaluation sections. In this part 1, I would like you to evaluate yourself honestly, and you must give comments for yourself in all attributes, in 4 attributes actually, in all 4 attributes. Then when you find your names again in part 2, so you don't have to evaluate yourself again because you have already evaluated yourself in part 1. So when you see your name again in part 2, just make a tick in the box. Hey, Ajahn, this is me, and skip to the next person. Okay, so this is going to be quite um, um, confusing. So I would like you to do 2 things right now. First, I would like you to check the line information to make sure that I can send you the evaluation link directly to you. And here is the information that I have right now. For example, I'm sorry, I still don't have nickname, line ID, and line name um, um, for many of students yet, although I always discuss with him or her, but officially, Kun Khan has not received the information. So I would like you guys to fill in this empty slot so that Kun Khan can send you the link to your line directly before times. Fast, the sooner the better. I think maybe at the end of this today, by the end of today, Kun Khan should have all the name, ID, and line name. And more importantly, I would like you guys to check if I have all your group member names in this list. For example, in group กล้าระนอง group, you have to make sure that there is no extra person in the list and all the members in your group already there in the list. So this is very important. And if you find any errors, please do not feel angry. Please feel understanding and let Kun Khan know in the line group so that Kun Khan can adjust any error that you encounter. And please accept my apology in advance if there is any error. Okay, this is for the roster. And moreover, I also would like you guys to check this link as well. Maybe you have to refresh the page so that you can see these 2 little links. The example of peer evaluation, it will look like this. You have to download, but actually, Kun Khan will send you in the link format, but this is in the word processor format, and that this is just for the sake of showing you examples. Okay, so it will look something similar to this. I will share you the screen. Okay. Nice, thank you very much. And the evaluation will start with this heading, and it will be in color, not in black and white. And it will say, hey, this is the peer evaluation form for this course, and it is in section 9 for the group number 2. So you have to check that you get the correct link, because each group has different forms. So you are in group 2 or not, and then this is the again the definitions of the criteria and the rules that I have just talked about, just in case your friends did not attend these explanations. And at the end of the first page, you have to select your name and your ID number, and then if there is any error, maybe you did not find your name, so that is something that you have, that's why you have to let Kun Khan know before he sent you the link. And this is the part 1 that I mentioned. You have to score yourself in 4 aspects from 0 to 10. And again, you should not give yourself 10 perfect score without any proof, or you are not ready to provide me proof if I ask for that. So basically, if you are in a very high performance, you might give yourself score of 7, 8, or 9. So this is going to be something that you should give yourself score at. And responsibility, I need to read about your responsibility in the group, your quality of work, your knowledge that you can apply to the practice, and your behavior that you do in the group. And this is the part 2 of the peer evaluation, which is place that you evaluate your friends. For example, for Nacha, do you know her, and do you have ability to evaluate her or not? Oh yes, I do. You click yes, I do, and you evaluate Nacha 7, 8, 9, or more or less than that. And I would like you to comment Nacha within 100 characters. So you have to be direct and concise while you give that score. And the next person here is Shanan. Okay, if you have got ability to evaluate Shanan, you click yes. If you don't, you click no, I don't. And if you are Mr. Shanan yourself, you have to tick that person is me. Okay, is that clear? And then you will do the same thing to Shanan. Give him score, write him comments, and that's what I would like to get from you guys until the last member gets score. And I'm not so sure, Ping, Lee Han Yo is in your group or not at the moment, or is he already moved to section 10?
He already moved to section 10.
Very nice, very nice. So, okay, I will make an adjustment. Thank you very much for your information. So, Pink Cup, do you have any questions? Do you have anything for me to clarify? And how about you, Leo Wu? Leon. Okay,
For
Pink.
comments, we can write in like bullet points, right? Like 10 bullet points.
Oh, yes.
โอเคค่ะ
Yes, for the whole questionnaire in part 2. I don't want you to write an essay. I would like you to make points. Because you have been writing a lot in our program, so I will not be another course that asks you to write a lot again. Okay, Cap, Pink, do you have any more aspect that I need to clarify? Your questions is very appreciated because the more you ask on your friend's behalf, the more your friends will be understanding about what they need to do.
I think everything is already clear ค่ะ
Okay, nice, very nice. Thank you for your time. Okay, Pink, can you show me the appearance of the poster that you have right now and what